For more on this, let's bring in SABC News reporter Simphiwe Makhanya, who joins us now live from Durban. And Simphiwe, there's been so much on display there. I imagine there's a lot to write about what the continent has to offer.
Absolutely, Ayanda. In fact, as you come to us, we are beginning to see, some activity here at the Durban's ICC, where thousands and thousands of exhibitors have converged here really to showcase, the potential that the continent of Africa has in terms of tourism. And in fact, we've been walking around just showing our viewers a sense of the activity here, and I can see that there's quite a number also of township businesses that have come to showcase their offerings. And the message really is that South Africa has a lot to offer in terms of tourism, and that particular aspect needs to be exploited as much as possible, because obviously of the economic spin-offs that will come as a result of this particular aspect that the exhibitors are gathered here really to showcase and talk about. And of course, it's not only South African exhibitors, I might add, Ayanda, it's also international exhibitors coming as far away as the UK, some of them, and also within the continent itself. We've seen a number of African countries coming here really to showcase their businesses, saying that this particular platform is quite crucial, because it enables all the stakeholders and role players to converge here and talk really about ways in which this tourism industry can be exploited, it can be improved. But of course, I do have with me Ayanda, a person who comes from the eThekwini municipality's tourism unit. That's Miss Winile Mdongwa. Thank you so much for your time as always.
Thank you very much, and greetings to the viewers at home, and greetings to Ayanda in studio and everybody else that could be connecting online.
It's the final day today, third and final day. In terms of Durban's potential to really exploit the tourism industry, what can you tell us about that?
All right, the agenda of tourism in the eThekwini municipality is a priority, simply because tourism contributes, heavily into our economy. The jobs that are created as we are actually looking at decreasing the unemployment rate. So our agenda is around, enhancing and activating our strategy that we have for 5 years, that is ending in the next year, the 5th year, and we'll resuscitate it in terms of reviewing it. But where we are now, things like, vehicles like this hosting mega events and sporting events and business events is on top of our agenda, because we want to boost the economy through the businesses that we have in the ecosystem, from accommodation to tour operators to even informal traders, that are within the tourism, value chain within the city of Durban. So for us, in terms of making sure that we are a conducive environment to host mega events with our supporting, sectors like sport, like safety and security, like making sure that the infrastructure and the ease of travel in and around the city is actually perfect, to make sure that when visitors come, they feel safe, they've come to a clean environment, and also the excellence from the businesses in the culinary experience, in the attractions, whether it's adventure or heritage. So that is what becomes a priority for us, because a lot of the tourism, experience is from the private sector, and we work very closely with them to actually pump our tourism agenda.
How has the city leverage on the presence of international media as well as buyers that are currently in Durban?
Okay, firstly, when Indaba is actually, building up to come, we communicate through delegate boosting, like 4 or 5 months ahead of time, to say all roads lead to Durban during the Indaba, and then we engage with our key source markets, which is the US, Europe, Asia, China, to just mobilize them in terms of the preparedness of coming here and the itinerary to take them to other attractions over and above the business of the day throughout the engagements they have in the trade show. We then take them to other attractions that we have in Durban to make sure that they have the first-hand experience of those areas, rather than just them seeing it on the brochures or taking them virtually. We take them to those experiences, and we've had successful hostings through pre and post tours, and tonight we're having more, and even up until post Indaba ending on Sunday. So we're taking more SADC, as stakeholders, Chinese, Chinese, Australians. So that is how we're leveraging. And what happens there, the effect of that, there is more packaging then of the destination in terms of their itineraries. They put it on the shelf for their consumers and the end users, as well as the media coverage, because now the perception that has actually been prevailing in the past months of negativity of Durban, now with the media coming here and seeing the destination, that the safety is on top of, is a priority. Waste management and also the ability of hosting mega events. Now the coverage from that media is going to then give us a positive spin-off, and we are really, appreciative and excited of that, because it's going to live on post the event for about 6 or 7 months on, because there's other activities in the pipeline which we are showcasing to them to say we're having mega sporting international events like the Comrades Marathon. We have the Ironman Triathlon in our coastal, because again we're showcasing our golden mile to say our water is safe. Cycling, swimming, and also the running. And then we have the Durban July, and then we're gearing up for the festive season. So that for us is how we're leveraging, because we're telling our story directly to the visitors and also the buyers and media when they come to Indaba.
Before we let you go shortly, what message perhaps would you like to send to potential visitors and investors about Durban's readiness and also resilience when it comes to the tourism sector?
The message is Durban is open for business. Durban is ready and Durban is on the move. So when the visitors or when the investors think investment, they must please choose Durban, because Durban, as the municipality, we create an enabling environment and we really invest in infrastructure. We just had a panel discussion earlier on from developers like West Town, where they were indicating that the city invested about 600 million in the western area, which was actually a greenfield in Shongweni, and now they've got a multi-million West Town Square destination mall. So that is a demonstration that for us, when investors come in, private sector, to bring in new products, we also come on board to make sure that we invest in the infrastructure. So they must choose Durban. We are open for business.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Winile Mtungwa there from the Durban Tourism Unit, unpacking really the plans that the city has put in place to ensure that the tourism industry within the city is enhanced. And of course, Ayanda, we are going to continue to engage with as many stakeholders as possible around the issue of tourism, not only in Durban, not only in South Africa, but also in the continent as a whole. As of course, we are wrapping up to this Indaba, which has been held for the past 3 days now. It's over to you in studio for now. Ayanda.
Simphiwe Makhanya is live to us there from Durban. Thanks very much indeed.